If you had to grow a B2B company with zero paid, what would you do?
Zero paid media. But I can buy things.
Your budget's $0.
$0. I got my phone.
Got your phone.
Okay. I would.
What would you do if you didn't have your phone?
Steal phone.
I don't know. True. That would probably be the first thing.
Okay, let me repeat that question. What would you do to grow a B2B company if you had $0?
I would figure out who my ICP is, the ideal customer that I'm trying to talk to. I'd create a daily show where I'm going to invite guests on a daily show. Like the amount of content that you have to produce to do daily is crazy. But I'm going to create a daily show with high production, and I'm going to talk about things they care about every single day, invite guests, and we're going to
You get $0. How do you do high production?
High production? My phone. My phone can be high production.
All right.
I see some killers with their phone.
Sure.
So I'm going to figure that out, how to make a killer video
Okay, cool.
pod with my phone. And then every day I'm doing that. And then I'll get revenue from that.
Doing daily stuff is so hard.
So hard. But
So
the
hard.
hardest things are what lead to the best results. Everybody wants the easy way out. If you want to live an easy life, you can put out one post a month.
What's the daily show? So give me an example.
Give me an industry.
SaaS tech.
SaaS tech. So every day I'm going out and I'm going to talk about the news breaking in SaaS. So I'm going to look at and connect to an RSS feed like TechCrunch, TechMeme, whatever, Reddit, Hacker News, and I'm going to filter through and identify all the top stories. Then I'm going to talk about what's happening in the news. I might invite a guest, people who have a bigger following than me, to come on, and we're going to talk about the SaaS tech news. Ideally, there's some controversial news, and I can bring in the person who was a part of the controversy, or somebody raises funding, and I'm going to invite their VCs and their team. They view that as a great opportunity. The whole time I'm going to be talking about my product that is for SaaS tech folks, and it's going to have a big banner at the bottom, sponsored by so-and-so. And I'm just going to milk it and do it every single day. And I think if you did it literally for a quarter, if you don't have customers, you probably are doing something very wrong. Like your product's broken. Like there's no way you can't do that unless you're bad on camera and not reach your people and get leads and pipe.
So you're not doing outbound sales.
No.
I think it goes to the whole.
Too noisy right now. You have to stand out. I would try to find a way to differentiate. Like, and here's the other beauty of it. The people who I'm reaching out to come on might be my customers. So I'm reaching out to people who I want to sell to, and they think this is like an honor. Oh, wow, Ross wants me on his pod. In reality, afterwards, I'm going to be like, thank you so much for coming on. Can I tell you a little bit about this thing? They're disarmed. They feel good. We feel good. We're friends now. We're buds. We talk jokes. We went to a Whole Foods. We're hanging.
Perfect. Ding, what do you have to sell to Ross right now?
Oh, man.
You want to buy a sales rep?
I got a pair of knockoff Chrome Hearts sunglasses.
There we go.
Right. Yeah, we're doing it right now. No, I'm just kidding. So I guess go back to the idea like every company should be a media company.
Right.
Yeah. Or like that's how you market these days, right?
True. Yeah.
I think I would adjust that slightly. Every company that has the skill set to be a media company should be a media company. To your point, not everyone is good on camera. Not everyone understands content. And you should work on that, or you should hire someone that can help you with that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like one of my superpowers is content. So I can use that as my thing with no budget. If my superpower was outreach and I was like a beast at Trigify and all those tools and Clay, all that stuff, and that's probably the growth lever that I would lean into. But because I've spent decades in content, I get that game and I know how powerful it can be. That would be the play I'd love.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I love the through line of all this is you just got to do unscalable things at the start of anything, right? And then as you get customers from those efforts, now you have capital. You can throw cash at growth.
And you got to do things that are. I always say you want to do things that when other people look at it, they're like, "How in the world did they do that? How are they one allowed to do that? Two, how did they afford to do that? How much time did it take to do that? How did they get access to that? Like you want it to be something that makes people scratch their heads and say, how did they do it? And if you can do that, you start to win.